Hello, my name is Emers Garcia, and I would like you to join me on my journey in Costa Rica with Texas A&M International University. Through this Service Learning Abroad program, I had the opportunity to visit various parts of Costa Rica, where I got to learn about the history of how communities came to be, as well as the similarities and differences between cultures. By visiting local shops, nonprofit organizations, and farms, I noticed three characteristics that I believe make up the communities: multiculturality, hardworking individuals, and living a simple and eco-friendly lifestyle. Basically, con pura vida, which means with a positive and grateful attitude towards life. As I mentioned, Costa Ricans practice eco-friendly methods such as turning off the AC and lights when not at home, not letting the water run when not in use, throwing away toilet paper instead of flushing them, using paper straws and lids, and collecting caps from plastic bottles to reuse them to build pathways for wheelchair users at beaches, parks, and other areas. These methods of recycling, reusing, and reducing helps to minimize waste and resources while also finding ways to create new products or materials to serve the community. Practicing these methods in Laredo can easily be accomplished by setting reminders to turn off the lights before leaving a room, using less water, and starting to turn off the AC when not at home, as that wastes electricity. Although it is nice to return home to a cool room after a hot day, especially in Laredo, helping out the environment is more important, and waiting for the AC to kick in couldn't hurt. Replacing plastic straws with paper ones can start off at public places to spread awareness of reducing the use of plastics, as well as using reusable water bottles rather than plastic ones. In Costa Rica, they cherish the beautiful parks and beaches. For example, when we visited Parque Nacional and Playa Manuel Antonio, we learned that it was forbidden to take any sort of plastic items inside. Only reusable water bottles were allowed in, and they have water stations around the park and beach to fill them up. By doing this has protected the areas from waste contamination, keeping the environment clean and allowing the animals to be able to live safely in their natural habitats. Besides learning how important the environment is to Costa Ricans, I also learned that their views on Nicaraguans are similar to how some Americans view Mexicans. Although it doesn't happen often, Nicaraguans still experience xenophobic attitudes towards them, as some Costa Ricans believe that when they immigrated, they were there to steal their jobs and take land and other opportunities away from them. However, Nicaraguans fled from their country as it became dangerous to live in so that they and their families could have better lives in Costa Rica. Despite some individuals having negative views on outsiders and immigrants, many have compassion for those who are currently struggling to keep a stable job, seek education, have health care, etc. By having the opportunity to visit and volunteer at the Costa Rican Humanitarian Foundation, the founder Gail Nystrom had explained the organization's mission as a spiral staircase, which expands on Maslow's hierarchy of needs and focuses on poverty eradication. This idea of working with at-risk communities like La Carpio to share resources of basic essentials and knowledge revolves around the thought of we and not I, focusing on how people can work together to meet everyone's needs rather than one's own. Through right action, individuals will have accomplished the purpose of helping others and gaining happiness by it. In addition to learning how the Foundation has supported various communities in Costa Rica, my group and I were able to read with, enter the youth group, donate school supplies, and lead an activity to educate the youth group about TAMIU and Laredoan culture. I also had the opportunity to volunteer at the Center for Early Childhood Education and Care in Sarapiqui, where my group and I put together a small vegetable garden, painted their bathrooms, donated cleaning items, and educated toys. With both youth groups and facilitators of the organizations, it showed me how valuable it is for volunteers to go beyond their own communities and work with multicultural populations. I have seen how grateful Costa Ricans are for others showing compassion and supporting them, whether it's through donations or service. Interacting with the youth groups has shown me the direct impact it has on them, but I have learned that I love projects that focus on the environment, such as creating and revitalizing gardens, which I now have done in both Sarapiqui, Costa Rica, and Laredo, Texas. I look forward to going back to Costa Rica on my own time to volunteer at El Jicaro Farm, as I found it very beautiful to be around all the greenery and to learn more about how to grow and take care of the plants. This experience has gotten my friends excited about TAMIU's Service Learning Abroad program, and they look forward to applying for this opportunity in the future. Additionally, these service opportunities have broadened my passion in wanting to work in a nonprofit field, not just within my hometown, but internationally. I'm happy that I was able to participate in this program as it heavily aligns with my master's program in public administration and certification for nonprofit leadership and management, which I'm currently working towards. Each semester, I look forward to learning more about how I can gain experience through TAMIU, not just for personal development, but through programs and opportunities that align with my academics and professional career. Another activity that I got to participate in with my group to further our communication and teamwork skills was whitewater rafting. I'm happy to have gotten out of my comfort zone, and I know that this was a true bonding experience that I won't forget. Thank you for hearing out my experience in Costa Rica with TAMIU, and I hope you've been inspired by this program to serve communities in need.